Hey coin collectors, and welcome to DC Coin World International Coin Channel. And today we have all of the Eisenhower dollars that were ever made. Well, at least one from all of the years they were ever made. And it turns out that originally were made from 1971 to 1978. So they have those 8 years. And I know some of you will say, well, they don't really have 8 years because in 1975 they didn't do any coins. Well, they did. They actually put out the bicentennial dollar in 1975 and 1976, which is kind of a little weird. Well, what's that down at the bottom? And many people who collect the Eisenhower dollars don't know that we actually have another Eisenhower dollar that they put in the mint sets, both the silver proof sets and the regular proof sets, and in the clad sets. And that's right down here. So there is an Eisenhower dollar, the modern Eisenhower dollar, and we will get back to that in a second. But let's move that out of the way right now, and let's look at these dollars. So it first came out in 1971, and you have to remember that in 1971 there had not been a dollar coin for a long, long time. In fact, the last dollar coin was the peace dollar, which they made the final ones in 1935. So from 1936 until 1971, there were no $1 coins minted in the United States of America. In 1971, they came out with this Eisenhower dollar. It says Liberty at the top, In God We Trust here, 1971. And it has Eisenhower facing to the left. And if we go way, way down underneath here, we see an F and a G. And that is for Frank Gasparo, who not only did the Kennedy halves. Let's look at this one. There's another FG on this one. Frank Gasparo also did the Lincoln Memorial. And this is kind of a collector's one here because it has a bad FG. Also did the Lincoln Memorial one. And did the Susan B. Anthony coins. All right, so let's flip this over and see what we have on the back. We have the eagle landing on the moon. It says United States of America at the top. We have these stars around the outside, $1 at the bottom. We have the earth over the eagle's shoulder. We have the eagle landing on the moon with a olive branch. And you can see this, so there's peace, there's strength or war. There's the United States back here on the earth, and there's the craters of the moon. And then down here again we see another FG, and that is for Frank Gasparo. And in 1971 they made 47.8 million of the Philadelphia coins, so no mint mark. They made 68.5 million of the Denver coins. It also came out in 1972. These are clad coins. Well, these ones that I have here are almost all clad coins. So the clad coins have copper in them. They're a copper nickel clad copper. So the whole inside is copper, then the outside is a copper nickel mix for cladding. They made 75.9 million. In Denver, they made 92.5 million. These coins at MS63 about $5 to $7 unless you get one of the special. They have a high relief and a low relief 1972, and that goes with Islands Are on the Earth. Now, we also have the 1973. They made 2 million at Philly, 2 million at Denver, and those are worth about $12 each. And why is that? Well, because when they say they only made 2 million, you know where they went. They went into the uncirculated mint sets and the proof sets for that year. So I had to actually pull this from an uncirculated mint set, and you can see that it has the just really shiny edge on it. And if you flip it over, you can tell the difference between an uncirculated mint set, can't you? That's just real shiny. And the proof sets are actually even better than this. 1973, I should also say, they came out with the S coins. So they have the Philadelphia no mint mark, the Denver mint mark D, and in 1973 they also came out with the S mint mark coins. Here's a 1974, and there finally we have our first letter on it, and there is a D. In 1974 at Denver they made 35.5 million. At Philly they made 27.5 million. These are worth $7 to $9 in an MS63. It's the San Francisco Mint, 2.6 million there. 1975, they actually made these dollars and put these into the uncirculated mint sets from 1975, but they said 1776 to 1976 on them. They said this bicentennial year. You can see this is a clad one. In 1976, they made both the clad and the silver. also, and here's the silver one. So that's the first silver one. So it has about $6 or $7 worth of silver because these are 40% silver. 1977, we have the Denver Mint one here. In 1977, they went back to the regular design. They made 33 million at Denver and 13 million or 12.5 million at Philadelphia, and they also made 3 million at San Francisco, the proof coins. Then finally in 1978, they made, these are the last year they made the regular Eisenhower dollars. They made 33 million at Denver, 25.7 million at Philly with no mint mark, and 3.1 million at San Francisco. You want to take a look at that last Eisenhower coin. And there's the Eisenhower dollar coin, and it's in a set with Johnson and Kennedy, Truman. So it's a 4-coin set that comes in your proof sets, and on the back, this is what it looks like. It's the Statue of Liberty, just in high relief with a special finishing on it. All right, that's all we have from DC Coin World International Coin Channel.